Alright, for starters, sorry I haven't been putting as many videos up as of late. It's just, I don't know, it's a lot of crap's been happening. I'm just gonna sit up at the Indian position in my chair here. But a lot of crap's been happening. Hurricane Irma came through my area, so I had to worry about that. So that took up a lot. School, I've been having to study for crap and all that fun crap, whatever. I don't like doing that, but you kind of have to sometimes. And then there's the fact that I haven't really felt like making a video in a while. I saw it and I put up that little Vine for my reaction to it, and I was gonna do a feature, or not feature length, but like a full review, but I just didn't feel like it. Well, there was that and there was Hurricane Irma. So between all that, I just didn't feel that passion. I didn't want to do it, so I didn't. I'm not gonna do a video if I don't want to. But I did want to do this video because I've wanted to talk more about TV, but I haven't been watching a lot of shows as of late. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to do that. So, the Orville, I guess we'll start with the Orville. The pilot for the Orville and The Deuce. Those are the two I've seen. They both premiered on Sunday. So, let's do this to talk about the Orville first. The Orville is Seth MacFarlane's new sci-fi Star Trek-esque comedy show. And I didn't really care for the first episode. There were a couple funny jokes. The visuals are amazing. It's visually orgasmic. It looks beautiful. There are a couple jokes that land. The acting is perfectly fine. So MacFarlane looks like he's having fun in the role. But there's something missing with this show. There's just something. There's a hole there. It's just not all that funny. There are a couple funny jokes, but that's really it. A lot of the comedy falls really flat. It's just a really mediocre episode. I'll see where it goes from here. I'll continue watching for now, but I'm not necessarily excited about it. It's just, I don't know, there's the whole divorce subplot in the show with him and what's-her-face, and it doesn't work for me. A lot of the makeup's really good in the show. It is a really cool, like, Star Trek-esque show. I do like how they let the Star Trek side of it breathe a lot, maybe a little too much. But I don't know, as a whole it's a little cliche. It just doesn't quite work in this first episode at least. So we'll see how it goes from here. It's like I'm not gonna rate an episode, but if I had to, it'd be like a C+ episode. It's pretty mediocre, C+, something like that. It's not good, but I'm not gonna say it's necessarily bad. It's just really bleh. So that's the pilot for the Orville. I'm talking about that. That's my thoughts on that. The Deuce. I watched this pilot. Also premiered Sunday, but I watched it this morning actually, and I didn't know it was gonna be like an hour and a half long. But man, this is a good pilot. I love this pilot. Yeah, this pilot is great. So I'm not really gonna skip into spoilers here. I just kind of want to give my brief thoughts on it. But I'll definitely continue watching the show. This episode, it's an hour and a half, so it's got a lot to cover. It sets everything up really well. All the characters are interesting. I like their stories. Whenever it cuts from story to story, I'm not like, let's just get back to this other story right now. I'm actually invested in the story that it's telling. And that's something that's very rare with shows like this, where it bounces back and forth from different characters. But I was always interested. I was really intrigued. That hour and a half flew by quick. Performances are fantastic. James Franco kills it. He has a dual role where he plays twins, and he's fantastic. As is Maggie Gyllenhaal. I haven't seen Maggie Gyllenhaal this good in something in a while. So yeah, she's fantastic too. She plays a prostitute, and her story is actually very, very interesting. She has one of the better stories in the show that I've seen in this episode. So acting all around top notch. The story itself is very interesting. I like the idea of the uprising of the porn industry and prostitution and everything during the 70s. It's a cool idea, but it's actually like there's a little more to it than that, and I actually like it. It's less about the porn industry itself, at least so far, and more about these characters and how they get intertwined with that, it seems. That's what it's looking like to me in this first episode. But it's very intriguing. I'm hooked. I can't wait to see where the show goes. Those are my pilot reviews for The Orville and The Deuce. I'm excited to see where The Deuce goes. Orville, I'm not sure. I'll keep watching. We'll see. But yeah, that's my pilot review, I guess, for both of these first episodes of the series. But yeah, as for reviews, I want to see Mother tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get to see Mother tomorrow, but I'll try to see that. American Assassin, I actually had a screening for that last night, but I forgot I had it, so I didn't get to go. Because it was too late by the time I remembered. Kingsman on Monday, I can't wait for that. That's it for now, I guess. Maybe Lego Ninjago this weekend, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's my review for the pilots for the Orville and the Deuce. So, peace.